Hello and welcome to another Imperator news video. Now, before I get into the video, I just want to say that some of you may have seen that I did just upload this video, but then took it down like almost immediately. I made a mistake in the video, made a bit of an oversight, and so I thought it'd be better off just getting rid of it and re-uploading a new one. So here we go. What exactly has Arheo been busy with in the last week for Imperator? Now only some places are full cities, while the rest are just settlements. That is kind of huge. So if we click on here, we can see that Fundi in Rome is a settlement and is no longer a full city. So what this means is that there are some changes to this. It's kind of annoying because now what do we call the smallest provincial divide thing? Because we can't call them cities anymore, because these are cities and these are settlements. We need a name for cities and settlements together. I don't know what that word could be yet, but either way, this area is a settlement. It can be turned into a city. The 130 ducats, I'm feeling like that smells like that's a scaling cost, and I wonder if it's going to be too expensive later on. It's going to take 2 years to construct. It's going to drop your population output, so no research, no taxes, no commerce value, no manpower for 2 years until it is complete, until you have founded your new city. But before that, if you decide not to found a city, the differences are that each settlement can only have one building. Only one. And of course, not most of them are unique to settlements and not possible in proper cities. So if we click here, we can see that we have only these buildings possible, and there's a lot of space, so it could be that we're going to see more. I mean, I would assume so, because this certainly fits down here, and yet we've got all this space going all the way over. Maybe just the UI isn't complete yet. But either way, what do we have? We have the fortress, that's the same as normal. We have the slave estate, giving plus 40% slave output. That little box thing is output. We have the mine, which is the interesting one. We'll get back to that. We have the farming settlement, giving population growth and plus 75% something new. Don't know what that is. Tribal settlement, giving plus 40% tribesman output and tribesman happiness. And then provincial legation, giving plus 15% to foreign culture and foreign culture group happiness, which I feel like this is going to be very, very useful. So, moving back to the mine, it has an icon, which means it's already in the game. I, however, have no idea what this icon refers to. Absolutely no clue whatsoever. Plus 2 something, and if it's something to do with mining as well. This looks like stone or marble. And I just cannot think of what this plus 2 could be referring to. It's nothing here really screams out, oh yeah, it refers to this. So this is an interesting one that I'm going to probably look into. I'm going to have a look through the game file, see if I can find this icon. And if so, there'll be a video tomorrow along with the dev diary, if there is one, about what I've found. And then we have the farming settlement, which has an icon and plus 75% of it. And I have no idea what this possibly could be. The reason I took down the previous video is because I made the guess, the assertion, the claim, the random theory that this icon referred to this. I thought that this was going to be food output and that this bar was going to be the amount of food inside a settlement. That obviously cannot be the case because this icon is found a city and this bar is most likely how long until the city is created. So unfortunately that is not the case. I kind of would have really liked it if that was the case, but alas, never mind. But plus 75% of something. It could possibly be referring to PopCap. but I'm not sure I can see that being the case. If we have a look a second, we'll bring up the calculator. So we've got 17 PopCap times 0.75, 12.75, then plus the original 17, 29.75. If that's just a single modifier on the population cap, I mean that's a pretty big increase. That would, yeah, I mean, plus 12 to your population cap and the bonus. I feel like this is very powerful. Then again, all of them seem quite powerful as well. So it's very interesting. So we're going to have to wait and see what that's all about. We have no idea how much these are going to cost, although with the fortress being there, if they are all the same cost, then I would assume around about 40-50 ducats, depending on your modifiers. But yeah, that's a very, very interesting system, and I think probably I'm right in saying that this would be the biggest change to the game, bar the removal of mana and the change into political influence. This is kind of huge. So if you think about it, if cities are, real cities, are way more desirable to have than settlements, then Greece, southern Greece especially, is going to be incredibly, incredibly desirable to have as a region. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the amount of proper cities to be incredibly sparse in places like Iberia and Gaul and Britannia. I would be surprised if there are more than one city per province. I'd be very, very surprised if it was more than that. And I think it's going to be far less than that even. Especially in Britain, I can't see there being more than 4 or 5 on the entire island. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a huge change to the game, something that is definitely going to be taking quite a while to get used to. But I'm excited for it. I think this is a good direction for the game. It definitely makes these areas and these areas seem... I mean, it's different. It's very, very different. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this pans out. So I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to know what you think this refers to. I'd love to see your thoughts on what this is and on the change as a whole, because I mean, yeah, it's a huge change to the entire game. It's going to make a lot of places play a hell of a lot differently. But yeah, like I said, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. So please do leave me those in the comment section below. A like as well if you're willing. And if you want to keep up to date on any Imperator Rome news, any updates, dev diaries, Twitter teasers, any of that kind of stuff, then yeah, subscribe, because I cover all of that stuff. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you probably tomorrow if there is a dev diary, as there usually is on a Monday. There wasn't one last week though. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.